It's your main man, Andrew Wood, coming back with a special requested video for the review of Dungeons & Dragons 4th Edition. I've been putting this video off for a long time. I've had over 100 individuals request this video for my channel since its inception. However, I've been waiting for just the right time, and this will be the first ever appearance on any YouTube RPG channel from Khosrow Alvasiri. Mr. Alvasiri, may I call you the Iron Sheik? Yes, absolutely, Papa. Please refer to me as the Iron Sheik. Refer to me as a Sheiky baby. Refer to me as this way. I appreciate it. Well, Sheiky baby, I am humbled and honored by your presence here. You are a true champion and a real man. You are the former WWF World Heavyweight Champion, the greatest WWF World Heavyweight Champion of all time, and it's well documented and well known that you are a shooter, and you could have held the title from the time that you won it from Bob Backlund all the way until now. You could still be the reigning WWF champion if you had so desired. But you are a man of integrity, of principles, of characters, and you did what was right for business. You did what Vince McMahon asked you to do, even in despite of controversy, even despite of large monetary offers made in your direction to not do business, to not do the right thing. And for that, you are a man of true honor, and I appreciate that. That's right, Baba. Mr. Ivranganya, come to me before I was to drop a WWF World Heavyweight title to one Hulk Hogan. You see, I'm a real man. I'm a Greco-Roman good methodist, and I could take Hulk Hogan and break him in half. And Mr. Ivranganya, he's a shooter too, you know. He said, Sheiky baby, take him and break his fucking leg and take the belt and come to the AWA. And I thought to myself, I don't know about doing this. And he said, I will give you 100,000 American dollars. And I said, I can't do it, Mr. Ivranganya. I cannot do it because I cannot disrespect Mr. Vincent K. McMahon, because I respect him. I respect what he has done. I respect what he has done for my business. But that fucking bass-playing jabroni Hulk Hogan, that piece of shit lowlife, he said, Sheiky baby, I love you, baby. I appreciate what you have done for me, baby. And you ever need anything from me, I take care of you. And then when Sheiky is dead out and hasn't no work, I call that fucking no good jabroni. I say, get me into a CW. And Hogan, he doesn't remember. He doesn't call me back. He doesn't get me no job. And I say, fuck you, Hulk Hogan. You're a no good lying piece of shit jabroni motherfucker. And I hate you. Well, be that as it may, I understand you have been contacted as well for interviews by a number of prominent YouTube RPG channels, and then you have declined. You have declined to be on any of their shows. I wonder if you could just talk or a minute. Who has attempted to contact you? Well, this some half and half out of Britain goes by the name of a gentleman gamer. He's half and half. I don't want to be associated in a half and half show like that. It's ridiculous and pathetic. I don't want to be part of that. I said, no, I won't be there. I won't be part of any of this. Well, very well. Well, who else? There's a one man, a hemorrhoid, a shit stain. He looked like the Sandman's little brother, but he is a male gigolo. Like the ultimate warrior who used to rent his butthole out to men for the prostitution, as you say. And I feel that this man walking around in the woods is out there, is looking for men to have sex with his butthole for money. That's fucking disgusting. Hemorrhoid shit stain. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself for what you're doing in Scandinavia. I fucking hate you. There's been others. I've been contacted by a bearded devil. I've been contacted by a guru. I've been contacted by a half-orc-nosed pro. I say, fuck all you, jabronis. I don't be on your show. I was contacted by a Scraven. I said, fuck you, you fucking Scraven. I took it and I hit this salto suplex. I jumped him down on his back. I took him and I hooked the camel clutch and broke his fucking rat man back. And it made him humble. But it will never be on a Scriven show. I'm only going to be in a real man show, a real champion show, a champions RPG presentation like you, Mr. Andrew Wood, have presented. The greatest RPG show of all the times. And I appreciate you. I appreciate what you've done. You are really putting a fine product here together. And I say to you, please, Mr. Interview Man, conduct the interview. Ask the Sheik baby what you need to know, Baba. Let's ask it, and that shall answer. We shall shoot. Absolutely, that's what we're here to do. Sheik is to shoot, and we will be shooting about Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition. But before we start getting into the specific questions that I have lined up for you, let me talk about some of the specifics. In Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition, you get a book that has some amazing quality artwork in it. It gives you some wonderful new ideas for armor and some customized materials. You receive higher hit points at first level than you do at other levels, which makes a lot of sense to me. Seems quite intuitive. And you had some recategorization of certain races like elves and hags and centaurs into the category of fae. And they did that for some other monsters as well, which seems to make a lot of sense to me, as that's naturally what these things are. So why not have them in the correct position? Now, I'm going to begin this interview now, Mr. Iron Sheik. Is that okay? That's right. Now we are going to do the A to the Z on a D&D. You understand, Baba? It's going to be just that way. We're going to shoot, we're going to talk about it, and the Iron Sheik will tell the main man and all of the main man maniacs just how it is, just exactly what you're getting into, and we're going to explain all that now. First, let me ask you this. How do you respond to those that say that Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition is nothing more than a tabletop version of WoW, World of Warcraft? Well, Baba, let me say, first of all, back in the green room, I was reading over and flipping through the Dungeons and Dragons, the 4th edition book, and what I say, it's like they're trying to make this book read like a fucking video game manual. I looked at it, it made me fucking sick. Trying to force you to play your game onto a battle map. It's trying to make you buy more of their fucking miniatures. I'm a grown fucking man. I didn't want to play with fucking toys. It's fucking ridiculous. It was the worst thing of the 3, the 5, to put into all these toys on a fucking table. The game takes place in the confinements of your mind. That is where role-playing a fucking curse. And you see, I'm a professional wrestler. I'm a businessman. I'm a real champion. And I know in our business, we have a word that the fucking jabronis of today do not understand. That word is kayfabe. Kayfabe means keep it in character, jabroni. And you do not let the marks in on what you're doing. But that's just what they've done. They broke kayfabe completely apart. How the fuck are you supposed to stay in your character when you're looking at a battle grid and wondering about your fucking hex crawl? That's a bunch of shit. I just fucking hate that. Yeah, see, you're quite passionate on the subject. I didn't realize that you were quite so well informed and quite so passionate on this topic. But the game, I think, unfairly has been demonized as saying that there is no role-playing content in Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition. There is no real quality of gaming. Yet the game starts off at the very beginning of the book explaining what a role-playing game is, explaining a scenario walkthrough of a game master and a group playing the Dungeons & Dragons product. So how would you respond to that? Now, you see, Mr. Underwood, you're a very intelligent man, but you're asking me a fucking stupid question. You make me wonder if you're some kind of fucking jabroni yourself. And what it is, I look at the book, it's got one fucking page description of a role of playing games. That is nothing to me. That makes me sick. It's nothing of a description. It sounds like fucking Nikolai Volkov wrote it, and he is a fucking idiot. That's what it looks like was put together. It's no real description of the intricacies and what we call in my business, Baba, is psychology. There's no psychology in the description of a role-playing. It's all about producing a character and getting that character over. The characters you fucking make in this game, they're going to be a bunch of jabronis. They're never going to get over. They would never get a push in any fucking territory in which the Iron Sheik worked. I would be on top. They wouldn't be being able to fucking do jobs for me. That's the kind of characters you can make in this game. Your 30th fucking level character isn't fit to do a job for the Iron Sheik. You're fucking jabroni. Oh, well, but yeah, what about this? There's actually a description in there and explaining exactly how to roleplay, and a new player can take that with his group and they can say, okay, this is how we're supposed to model ourselves. That is the biggest bunch of camel droppings I've ever fucking seen. They say to you, let me, and I have written down here myself in my own memory, one of these things they say this right there in this commentary you're talking about with the players and the game masters, and it flows like a fucking sewer. It says, nose. I hate those guys. That's a fucking character comment when it sees a bunch of nose. Nose, I fucking hate those guys. What are you, fucking chipping on some fucking Doritos while you're saying this? You fucking ham and egg, Mountain Dews, swilling jabroni. That is a bunch of shit. That's fucking ridiculous. That's not how you bring it in. What about the horror, the terror, the dread at confronting the creatures, at dealing with it, at handling the scenario? The game master sounds like a fucking idiot. I should take him and stretch him for running a game so shitty and having the audacity. This should be the paragon of explanation as to exactly what you're putting together in the game. I say, I spit on you. I spit on these people for putting together such a poorly designed product as to say, no, I hate those guys. What the fuck is that bullshit? That sounds like fucking Wendy Richter or some fucking shit like that. A fucking lesbian. She fucking came and she smoked up all of the Sheik's gimmick and she said, oh, no, Sheiky baby, we got no time for them. No, we can't do that. Yeah, fuck you, Wendy Richter. You tell me that you're a fucking lesbian. A short clothesline to you, Wendy Richter. That's what it's going to be, Baba. You understand? And that's what this guy said. A short clothesline for you too. No, I hate those guys. Fuck you. I hate you guys. I hate your characters. They're stupid. They're pieces of shit. They're two-dimensional pieces of garbage. And that is all the game does, is it gives you a design to create two-dimensional cardboard cutouts of a profanity of a role-playing game. The real problem is, you say this, it's these new kids, they get involved at 10 years old, at 14 years old, at 18 years old, at 21 years old, and they say, nah, I know D&D, I play D&D, and the problem is they get out of the game 5 years later, and they say, you know, when I look back, D&D is for the children, D&D is for the half-wit, it's not for a real man, it's not a game for a champion, it's not a role-playing game, and you have these detractors of the game, and they say, you know, it's a bunch of horseshit, because it is a wonderful vehicle of the imagination. But it is not that, not in the 4th edition. It is nothing but a roll the dice and move a 5-foot square, attack somebody, and you just keep passing it along. It goes into list after explaining how to play about your miniature. It's fucking your miniature! You're not a fucking miniature! You're an idea in someone's mind, and that is fucking ridiculous. Well, okay. Again, I did not expect such explosiveness, and I must say, the Iron Sheik comments are his own in this. Don't fucking apologize for me, you fucking jabroni. I'm sorry. Wow, I don't know. This is a hard place. I'm not going to go against the Sheik, though, folks. So what he says must stand. What do you think, Mr. the Iron Sheik? What do you think about character roles, about the controller, the defender, the leader, and the striker? That's a bunch of stupid jabroni shit right there. Was that what you're going to fucking teach new players to the game? You fucking make a stereotype. You fucking make a controller, a defender, a leader. What the fuck did you call the last one? A striker. Striker, sir. A fucking striker. Fuck that shit. I'll fucking break his back is what I'll fucking do. I'm sure you quite well would. Don't fucking interrupt me. I'm sorry. That's right, you are, Papa. Now, this Sheiky baby, he says this game takes all the flavor out of the game. It's like a fucking camel jerked off in a bowl of oatmeal and you're eating that. That's the kind of game that you've reduced yourself to, you fucking jabroni. You're eating camel jizz out of a bowl of fucking oatmeal. That's disgusting and bland and soppy. So what I'm saying now is it teaches you incorrectly. You need to learn the psychology. You need to learn about the character's mind. You need to learn about how to portray your kind of race correctly. Not about how to do the damage or to take the hit or to heal people or to control a battlefield. A game isn't about a fucking battlefield. It's about a character's journey, about his exploration of the world through the mindset of a game master and a combination of players coming together in this ethereal space, you understand, and exploring in such a way and extrapolating from that. It's not about a fucking hex grid. It's not about a fucking longsword does more fucking damage, so that's what I need for my fucking striker. No, fuck your striker. I'll strike you with the back of my fucking hand if I hear any more of this. Oh, well, all right, well, now that we've talked about that, how about, sir, how about, can I ask you about races? What is your take on the races, the way that they have handled the races? It seems they really put some interesting stuff in there. I'm wondering what you have to say about that, particularly with half-elves. No, shut the fuck up. Let me talk about half-elves, Bubble. Half-elves are a fucking disgrace. These fucking half and half-elves. These half and halves, they have a bonus to fucking Constitution. What the fuck is wrong with you idiots? Did you not live and look at the basic Dungeons and the Dragons, about the ad&d first edition, about the ad&d the second edition, about the Dungeons and the Dragons 3.0, about the 3.5. There is no continuity here. It does not follow in a logical procession. You know, I respect Igergagax. He was a real man. He was a real champion, an innovator of a hobby, of psychology, of this aspect. But I feel like they dropped a loading, steaming pile of shit on a man's grave with this fucking dedication to him in a book. Fuck you, assholes. That's a real man. I respect Igergagax and Mr. Igergagax. I don't respect you. Fuck you. A fucking half and half elf. The stupid sons of bitches giving them a bonus to Constitution. Elves are skinny, frail little twats. How the fuck is a half-elf going to be as rigid as a dwarf? As strong and sturdy as a fucking dwarf? That's what you're saying. I've met dwarfs. Like, my fucking man, Kevin Sullivan is a fucking dwarf. And I tell you, they took all these penalties to start away because these whiny little bitches say, oh no, I should not be penalized. You understand, you fucking idiots. There's a reason, the human, it was the baseline, the perfect 10, you understand. And that is where it was. It was the perfect 10, the human. You must understand. That is the reason you have the penalties and the bonuses where you are against the human. And that's fucking addition. They give a human a bonus of +2. The human is the perfect center. How the fuck is it going to get a bonus? So all these fucking min-maxing twats go, now I fucking play a human. And I get a +2 bonus to my fucking intelligence for my fucking stupid-ass controller wizard. I don't fucking have a name for him, because fuck that shit. All I have is a 28 intelligence, because fucking 18, that's a stat for an old loser. We need to have a 37 intelligence by the next fucking edition. It's ridiculous. The low self-esteem of these fucking losers to have these characters. Have a real man's character. Have a character with personality, with identity. And you take it and a human for just the goddamn power gaming min-maxing. That's shit. That's crap right there. That's garbage. I'd smack you in your face if I saw you playing a human wizard with a fucking 25 intelligence. That's fucking ridiculous. That's the kind of shit that's being put out by the flowing sewer of Wizards of the Coast. And fuck you, Wizards of the Coast. That's what I have to say. And a dwarf should have a -2 penalty to charisma. I've listened to Kevin Sullivan on the mic. It's fucking horrible. I've seen that man attempting his dwarven scrawl to write interviews for Sid Vicious. And those are fucking horrible too. And that is Kevin Sullivan's fault. But it's not his fault. Because he's a fucking dwarf. And dwarfs have fucking horrible mic skills. They all have fucking horrible mic skills. And that's why they get a penalty of a -2, of a -2 to charisma. I have to fucking take that away and give them wisdom. Have you ever fucking seen the way Kevin Sullivan dresses? It does not have a fucking bonus to wisdom. I'll fucking tell you that right now. You look at me. I'm looking sharp. I'm looking debonair. Exceptional a human being. But that is a fucking dwarf. And it fucking looks like He was dressed by a sideshow clown. That's a penalty to charisma. That's why you have that, bro. That's why you have that in there. And what about these fucking halflings? They're like 17 and a half fucking feet tall now. Well, actually, Sheik, if I can interrupt. No, you fuck, you can. Well, actually, they say they go up to, on the average, 4'2", so maybe a halfling could be about 4'6", 4'7", maybe on the absolute iron. Now, fuck that. You know what that is? That's fucking Rey Mysterio Jr. And that won't fucking drop flies with the bag of shit that is. Put a fucking mask on him. The halfling is a goddamn acrobat ninja spy running around at 4'2", at 4'4", at 4'6". Call it what you want, Bubba. That's fucking ridiculous. Halflings are 2.5 feet tall. That's how fucking tall these fat little hobbits are. They've changed them so much. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm saying you get a guy spin in his grave that they changed the game so much. It's fucking disgusting to me. The way that they do this. There's no continuity. How the fuck can I take my halfling, who is a 2.5 feet tall and a 3.5, and bring him up and play him as the magic ninja acrobat man? It is like 8 feet fucking tall and run around. You know what a fucking halfling is? It's a fucking human now. It's a fucking human. Just give him a fucking bonus of 2 to any stat and call him a short fucking human. There's no fucking other difference. It's fucking ridiculous. And what about the fucking bonuses that they do to the fucking tiefling? I have seen a tiefling since they Planescape in the ad and the D in the 2nd edition. I've seen them in the 3.0. I've seen them in the 3.5. And they always have the penalty to charisma. And 2 penalty to charisma. Now, in the 4E, they give a half tiefling a fucking bonus to charisma. What the fuck were they doing? Did they get into my bag and pull my gimmick out and start smoking up my gimmick before they do this book writing? It's the fucking stupidest shit I've ever seen. They take all the tiefling abilities, strip them off, and put the new abilities on, and they put a bonus to charisma, and they say, oh, it's the same character. No, fuck that. It's not the same character. How the fuck am I supposed to bring my 3.0, my 3.5 character? I can take a character from the basic box set that I played in the late 70s. And I can braid that character and bring him up to 3.5 in only about 25 minutes of time. I add some feats, I change around some hit points. It's the same fucking character. How the fuck am I supposed to do that when my fucking halfling is twice as fucking tall? When my fucking half and half is now as starty as a dwarf? When my fucking tiefling has a bonus to charisma? My hated shaitan-spawned tiefling have a bonus to charisma? It doesn't fucking make any sense. These fucking idiots. There's no continuity to the game. It's a whole new game. It's not worthy of the name Dungeons and Dragons. It's like when I looked and I saw on the show, you know, it's this South Park. It's a very funny show. Yeah, yes, I've seen South Park. Did you see the episode where they take in the Anna Jones and the Steven Spielberg and the Mr. George Lucas, they take him and they fuck his ass like a fucking jabroni, and they fuck the ass of Indiana Jones. Yeah, oh yes, I did see that. It was quite a story. It's right, it was story to you. It's not to me. But that is exactly what these people who are responsible for making a Dungeons and Dragons, a 4th edition, have done. They have taken Dungeons and Dragons and they have fucked its ass. And they have made the game humble and they have destroyed the fucking game. Like I make men humble. Like I destroy men. But that's not what you want in a game. It's fucking ridiculous and pathetic. And I am most disgusted at it. What do you think about the way, they change magic around? That's pretty interesting, right? No, it's fucking stupid. Yes, they get rid of the advancing magic system, which is fucking imbecilic. But you got to roll to it with a fucking magic missile. That's not Dungeons and Dragons. That's not fucking Dungeons and Dragons. That's some stupid bullshit right there. You have no continuity. You have not a game that follows in stride with each other. Oh, okay, well, let me ask you this then. Sir, how do you feel about healing surges? Your character is not fucking Hulk Hogan. You do not get to make a fucking Superman comeback in a D and a D. It's a fucking stupid. It's the most ridiculous thing I've heard of. After you've already broken your classes off into these cores of a leader and healing and stuff, now you just, what the fuck do I need you for? Fuck you, a leader. I'll fucking smack you in the mouth. I could just healing surge in my own jabroni self up. That's fine. I'll just shrug off that mace that hit me in the face and broke my fucking cheekbone. Fuck that. That's fucking ridiculous. It's in this game, you can take and rest for 6 hours. You can have your head fucking nearly cut off, down to but 1 hit point away from being dead. It'd be like if a car ran into you and ran the fuck over, and you were in a coma for 8 months, and you came back. No, in this game, you fucking lay on the ground and don't even sleep, just rest. for fucking 6 hours and you are at maximum hit points. I am a real champion. I have put my body on the line over and over again to entertain the people. And I have the sins and scars to prove that. I have a shoulder replaced. I've had my whole fucking knee replaced. I've had hip surgery. And I've had surgery on my back. This is what you have to do when you pay the price to go out on this adventuring. You are banged up and battered. But in this game, you fucking sleep 6 hours. And a sword has cut half your face off. You're fine. Your face is back. You're just absolutely fine. It's the fucking stupidest shit I've ever heard of. Have they never heard of the suspension of disbelief? How the fuck are you going to follow that match when you can't believe in it? It's like watching that fucking jabroni B. Brian Blair try to work his way out of a wet paper bag. You're not going to fucking believe it. It's fucking ridiculous and disgusting. It's a disgrace to the business of a role-playing to think, oh, you could just lay down for 6 hours. What the fuck were these idiots thinking? You could tell these bitches have never been on the wrestling mat. They've never understand or experienced the Greco-Roman style. The Iron Sheik would be happy to take anyone out there that thinks you'll be fine after 6 hours of rest and take you and wrench your fucking arm back and pull that out of socket and allow you to go and to sit on the mat and to go to sleep for 6 fucking hours. And you tell me when you wake up if you're fucking fine. You won't be. You'll be fucking destroyed for the rest of your fucking life. You won't be able to use that arm even to play with your own little dick. That's the kind of shit that happens when you get ripped apart. And that's, Baba, with my bare hands, you understand. You fucking jabronis. That's what could I do when I use the Persian clubs and I do wield my Persian clubs and I attack you over and over again with my talents. So I'm a fucking 30th level monk and I'm going to use this Persian clubs on you with a flurry of blows and see how quickly you recover from that. You never fucking recover. That's when you recover. When do you think you recover? When I take you and break your fucking back. You think you recover in 6 hours? You never recover. You've been humbled and you cannot expect to have any degree of credibility when you just say, oh, it's fine, just lay down. It's not even need of magic. Magic is a good way out. You could say, oh, I can heal you with the magic. That's understandable, because the magic can do that, yes. But you can't fucking lay down on the ground for 6 hours and be healed from a long sword that cut your fucking face off, that drove you almost to death. It's not how it fucking works. It's fucking ridiculous. And you should be embarrassed to have written that in the game. You should be absolutely embarrassed, and you will be embarrassed. I'm sure you of that. Well, what do you think of the way that they handle multiclassing? Multiclassing feats, Paragon multiclassing. It's fucking horrible. You can barely even accomplish any of this with the best player's handbook. In a 3.5, of all editions, you handle this so well. You take a class, you take another class, you build what you need, you go with the adventure as the Game Master presents it, like a man, a Conan the Barbarian, a real man. You understand. Arnold is Schwarzenegger. He's a real champion, like the Iron Sheik. He is a true competitor, and he was there in a Conan the Barbarian. And that man, he take a barbarian level, he take a fighter level, he do the rogue adventures and take a rogue level, and he learn many different classes, is what I have to say. And you just a little bit here, a little bit there, not to cherry pick out abilities, but to take them as its whole, and to bring them into you, to learn and to experience the game that way, and to bring it together like a puzzle, like the Lego blocks that the little children they play with and they love so much. That's how it should be, to allow the player the choice. And then the Game Master say, fuck you, jabroni! You make the correct choice, or I'm going to break your fucking back. Well, absolutely. I can definitely understand that. Oh my gosh, this man is very volatile. I'm sorry about that, folks. Again, the Iron Sheik's opinions are only his own. Don't ever fucking apologize for me. I'm not going to apologize. Well, what about skills? The way they handle skills. They went from having skill points, which, while they had a large number to them, perhaps took more time to do, to now they've just given you skills. You either have it or you don't have it. And then the skill itself is affected by your level instead of having to worry about any other bonuses. That's the stupidest fucking bullshit I've ever heard. Your fucking level, your fucking ability, and the skill. No, it's not whether you have it or not. I'm fucking 30th level. I'm a fucking monk, but I have one fucking rank of the cook profession. You see, I have only one rank in this skill. I can cook a little bit on the hot plate and I make a food for myself when I'm on the road, when I'm there entertaining the people. But my wife, she's a fucking first level commoner. She has the 4 ranks of cook. She's better at the cooking than I am. But under these rules, because I'm high level, I'm great at anything, I'm even knowledgeable at all. No, that's fucking stupid and does not apply to real life. Regardless of how well you fight or how well your spells are cast, how close your connection is to Almighty Allah, you are nothing in every arena. There are always weaknesses. There's always a place where you have but that one rank of a skill, and that should be reflected upon your character sheet. How the fuck am I supposed to say, oh well, that should make absolute sense that you are this great cook character? No, fuck that. It's a stupid ass way of handling skills. It's like they went back and took the bad parts out of the A, the D, and the D, and they brought them in to the 4th edition. It's like they forgot they had skill points. Skill points, it makes sense. Skill points are a wonderful way of explaining the exact precision of what your character can do. For when you have a large spread, you handle it in the best possible way. All right, I certainly see what you're saying there, and you seem to be making some very good points about skill points in Dungeons and Dragons and against the way that they are handled in 4th edition. That's right, Bubba. That's right, Mr. Underwood. Now, I respect you. I respect what you're doing. I respect your channel and bringing it to the young people so they can be elevated, so they can understand about the role-playing, so they do not look at 4th edition and 5 years later, boom, they're out of the hobby when they no longer care, when they look back at the juvenile behavior of this neurotic system that is poorly put together. And I tell you this, I spit on the 4th edition. It fucking disgusts me. You can't believe it. You can't believe in the races. You can't believe in any of this. It's fucking disgusting. I respect you, Mr. Gargax. I respect what you've done. But I do not respect the 4th edition. Fuck you, 4th edition. Well, very well. Well, what do you think about the classes in 4th edition? Now, fuck those classes. Those classes are fucking ridiculous. They fucked them all up. They even take the barbarian out and bring the warlord in. Who the fuck would put the warlord in the roster over the barbarian? The barbarian can fucking work. The warlord is a fucking ham and egg or jabroni. That jabroni was the weak link of the powers of pain. So you need both of them to have these powers of pain. I don't know why they just didn't make a fucking Haku class. That class is a class people would want to fucking play. But the fucking warlord, that's a fucking jabroni. The way they handle the class is not even how the warlord is. So I don't even understand this. It's fucking ridiculous. Fucking handling battlefields, it's being leaders. Now fuck you. That's role-playing. You role-play for that. You don't go, I'm the leader, I have a special ability. Now fuck you. Fuck your ability. That's fucking ridiculous. Well, I really appreciate you being here. Mr. the Iron Sheik. I wonder, do you have any more parting words for those that are interested in Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition before we conclude our interview? Yes, but my words are not to those who want to play this forsaken Ba'ala edition of Dungeons and Dragons. It is for those who wrote it, those who created this. I'm talking about you, Rob Hinshaw. I'm talking about you, Andy Collins. I'm talking about you, James White. And I know you, B. Brian Blair, had something to do with this. You fucking jabronis. I tell you this, when I see any of you on the street, to your face, then I grab you, a butterfly suplex. Then I grab you, a side salto, Greco-Roman style, and a belly to belly, because I'm a real man. And then I take you over, and I put the camel clutch on you, and I break your fucking back, and fuck your ass, and make you humble. Because I'm a real man, like a Mr. Cortangle, like a Mr. Frank Arch. And you are nothing but some jabroni pieces of shit, and I am waiting for you. I'm looking for you on the streets, and when I find you, you're going to be humble. I assure you of that. For what you did to disrespect a Mr. Igor Gygax, you pieces of shit, you make me sick. Well, thank you very much, Iron Sheik. I appreciate you for taking the time, for being here on my channel. I appreciate that. It really means a lot to me. One of the all-time greatest professional wrestlers, sharing his views on psychology, sharing his views on role-playing games and Dungeons & Dragons. I thank you, Mr. Underwood. I appreciate your program. I respect you. I respect the fact that you understand the Iron Sheik is a true professional. The Iron Sheik is a real man's man. The Iron Sheik is a gold medal winner and a world champion, like you, a world champion of RPGs. And I hope all the best to you and to your maniacs. You should go on and prosper very well to be the number one. It's like Iron Sheik is number one. Iran is number one. And a Mr. Wood, WWAD, is a number one in RPGs. Thank you, Mr. Underwood. And all you jabronis that made 4th edition. I'm going to fucking break your back.